you so since that first day, and the angels let you leave and come my way. Don't you see what a lost lady I'm liable to be if you never fell in love with me? I'm not the girl I was before, 'cause now you own my heart forevermore. I'll be a sailor adrift on an uncharted sea if you never fell in love with me. But if you come through, just say that you're mine, then I'll make your life one great big Valentine. We'll build a new love world for two, and we'll find joys no lovers ever knew. Want to stay here by your side and keep your arms forever occupied. Can't you imagine how empty my future would be if you never fell in love with me? Don't you see what a nice lady I'm able to be? Never fell in love with me, and I'm not the girl I was before. Dankjewel. It is such a pleasure to be here. This is our North Sea Jazz debut. Thank you very much. What a pleasure to be here for this wonderful, legendary festival. I feel like I've watched videos of so many of my favorites perform here, and so it is such an honor to be with you this evening. That's Evan Sherman on the drums. Migliore on the bass. Allison on the piano. A lot has happened to me over the past couple of months, let me tell you, okay? I didn't expect, I went to Los Angeles a couple months ago for my very first Grammys, and I didn't know what to expect, but I wanted to, thank you. I'm telling you, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna be here. I don't know, I'm gonna bring a couple gowns just in case. I don't know what's gonna happen, but you gotta be ready. And I get there and I see all of these celebrities. I'm like, are you sure they let in the right person? I don't know. I'm supposed to be here. But it was so surreal to just be there, you know, to just be in that world. And so to have envelopes with my name written on them was not what I expected. It was quite out of the blue. But we'll get into that in a little bit. For now, we want to give you some good music, and we want to start with, or continue, that first song was a tune called Del Sasser, written by a great bassist by the name of Sam Jones, with lyrics I heard it sung by Carmen McRae. And now we would like to do a song for you in honor of Brazilian music. I got the chance to visit Rio de Janeiro for the first time, and this song, written by Antonio Carlos Jobim, sung by João Gilberto and many others. In English, it's called No More Blues, lyrics by John Hendricks. But this song, Portuguese, Brazilian song, is entitled Chega de Saudade. And I know we're in the Netherlands, but I really hope there are no Portuguese speakers in the house this evening. Oh, I think I see some hands. Okay, we'll talk later. Here we go. Vai minha tristeza, diz a ela que sem ela não pode ser. Diz-lhe numa prece que ela regresse, porque não posso mais sofrer. Chega de saudade, ai, verdade que sem ela não há paz, não há beleza, só tristeza e a melancolia que não sai de mim, não sai de mim, não sai. Mas se ela voltar, que coisa linda, que coisa louca, pois há menos beijinhos ela não dá do que os beijinhos que eu darei na sua boca. Dentro dos braços, os abraços, de 100 milhões de abraços, apertado assim, colado assim, calado assim, abraços e beijinhos e carinhos sem ter fim, que vai acabar com esse negócio de viver longe de mim. Não quero mais esse negócio de você viver assim. bodies. My heart's been right there all along. No more tears and no more sighs. No more fears. I've said my last goodbye. If trouble beckons me, I swear I'm gonna refuse. I'm gonna settle down, and there'll be no more blues. Every day when I am far away, my thoughts turn homeward, forever homeward. I have traveled around the world in search of happiness, but all the happiness I found was in my hometown. No more blues. I'm going back home. No more blues. I'm through with all my wandering now. I'll settle down and never roam and find a man and build a home. When we settle down, there'll be no more blues. Nothing but happiness when we settle down. There'll be no more blues. Nothing but happiness when we. Nothing but happiness when we. Nothing but happiness when we. Nothing but happiness when we settle down. Nothing but happiness. Nothing but happiness. Nothing but happiness. Nothing but happiness when we settle down. When we settle down. No more. Can you hear me all the way back there? Pretty big room. And now the purple dusk of twilight time steals across the meadows of my heart. High up in the sky, the little stars climb, always reminding me that we wander down the lane and far away, leaving me a song that will not die. Love is now the stardust of yesterday. The music of the years gone by. when stars are bright. You're in my arms. The nightingale tells his fairy tale of paradise where roses bloom. Though I dream in my heart it will remain my stardust melody. The got stuck over here for a second. Thank you. You know, this place, I was walking around last night. We got in last night. And I was just walking around Rotterdam. I was like, this place is magical. So, it feels just easy to share all that we have with you because you're just so magical. I can't believe this place is real. Now, that was the first song on the first album that I recorded back in October of 2020. I was a senior in college. I believe I was about to turn 21. And we recorded that song among many others, but it was like my first project. And so whenever I sing it, and especially whenever I hear the recording of myself from a couple of years ago, it just, makes me think of all the open doors that have come and sprung out of, that album. Because at the time, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I don't think any of us did. I was like, I don't know what the future is going to hold. I definitely didn't think of, recording an album in a pandemic. I was like, how are we gonna play it to? But it turned out to be one of the best things, that I could have done, and in such a short time, all of this stuff has happened. But I'll tell you about it later, I promise. Now, I wanted to ask, since we are getting to know each other a little bit better, I wanted to ask, are there any couples in the house this evening, or this afternoon, excuse me? I see you, looking good. How many years have y'all been together? I heard 20? I heard 30? I hear 50? Yeah. I think, did I hear 50? Let me not say 50 again, hold on. Is that the highest number that we have? How many years? 25, huh? Half that, but. Wow, say it again. 50 years right up front. Oh. Whoa. So sweet. Okay. The reason that I ask is because there's a song that I wrote lyrics to. It's originally instrumental, but I put lyrics to it because I learned after listening to the melody and the solo, there's only one solo on the recording, I went and looked up kind of the background on the composer and the soloist, and his name was Fats Navarro. But as incredible as he was, he only lived to be 26 years old. And so I wanted to write lyrics to this song, imagining what he would have said had he gotten the chance to experience 50 years together with someone. And I wrote the first line saying, "Nostalgia hit me as I recall the day I knew that I loved you." And so I hope this song inspires all of the couples in this very dim romantic lighting as the rain pours outside. We're going to keep it romantic in here at least, but I hope it encourages all of the couples to look at your significant other and recall the day that you first knew that you loved them. And this is Nostalgia. The day I knew that I loved you. You passed me by on a starry night. How could I forget you were stunning? And a vision of perfection, heaven's very essence, that you were a shining star to me. The way you smiled, it was a work of art. You wouldn't believe how it thrilled me. We used to talk on the phone till 3. It made my mother so angry. And when we shared our first dance underneath the moon and starlit sky, I knew that you were mine. I figured after all this time and all these years together, all the memories made, that you would be tired by now. It should have grown dull or stagnant. With each passing day, there's never a moment I regret saying, "Hello, miss, how you doing? I would like to know you." But you brushed me off, immediately gave me the coldest shoulder I've ever received, which made me want to get to know you even more. That's when I ran into you at the bookstore, your hair pinned back while listening to music. I said, "Fats, make your move now before it's too late. Don't let her get away, be brave." And then I said, "Darling, if you'll just give me a chance, I'll treat you like a queen, the whole world is yours." That was 50 years ago today. Despite the ups and downs, I wouldn't change a thing. In 20 and 30 and 40 and a couple of more. It's hard to think of my life without you. I don't think I'd make it. You're my anchor through every storm that's ever come my way. And I'm not just talking, I mean what I say. So if you don't believe me, I'll just have to spend the rest of my entire life showing how much you mean to me. I'll sing, I'll dance, I'll shout it from the highest mountain. All this to say that I'm so in love with you. Nostalgia hit me as I recall the day I knew that I loved you. And now the feelings are just as strong as when I first laid eyes on you. A vision of perfection, heaven's very essence. I believe you're all I'll ever need. Long as I live, I love you for all eternity. And I'm so glad you chose me. That's the Wild Nostalgia. Thank you. I wrote those lyrics while I was in college, right before, or I guess around the same time that I recorded the first album. Nostalgia hit me as I recalled the day I knew that I loved you. And now the feelings are just as strong as when I first laid eyes on you. A vision of perfection, heaven's very essence. I believe you're all I'll ever need. Long as I live, I'll love you for all eternity. And I'm so glad you chose me. Very romantic. Feel free to use it as you wish for your birthday cards, anniversaries, 51 years, 21, 22, you know. I'm here to share. I'm here to give. A vessel for the music. And now this one, since that song was for all of the couples, all of the beautiful and handsome couples, this song is now dedicated and catered to specifically for all the beautiful and handsome single people. Yeah. All inclusive. town, where is he? Where can he be? Hoping he can be found. I'm on the loose. I don't dig it. Take my advice. If you find a man, girl, hold on tight. Don't let him. If you want him, don't let him. Hold on. Take him tight. And I love that song, and I love Betty Carter, but I had to update it just a little bit, and just a little bit, and if you caught it, then you know. Now we would like to do for you a song also inspired by Betty Carter, but this one, I like to say, it's about being careful when you know that you're getting ready to fall in love, or maybe when you already have. But you need a warning sometimes, because sometimes, I guess when you're falling in love, you don't see all the stop signs and the alarms, you know what I mean? But this song, inspired by the great Miss Betty Carter, it's called Beware My Heart. You're getting in too deep. This is a bit too steep, no. with dynamite. And you can never feel something that wasn't meant to start. Beware, take care, my for you a couple of songs from the book of the great Thelonious Monk. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's a wonderful pianist and composer. And the second song you'll probably recognize is Round Midnight, but the first is a tune with lyrics by a woman from New York named Margot Durian. And I love these lyrics because I feel like it encourages the listener to not think about, or at least for the time being, not stress about what's happening in their everyday lives. We go through a lot of troubles, a lot of things in the world kind of threaten our peace of mind. But this song encourages the listener to, as the title is called, worry later. If you wake up in the morning with a troubled mind, don't worry now, worry later, friend. If you stop and read the writing on the wall, you'll find all your troubles gone later on. If your friends have gone and left you and you're in a hole, don't worry now, worry later, pal. They will all come back and love you when the good times roll. Don't worry now, later on. Someday you're going to a peaceful place with lots of time to run the race. So that's when you should catch up on your worry. Take it slow. Stop hurrying. And remember to forget it when you're feeling blue. Don't worry now, worry later, friend. Any doctor will confirm what I have said to you. So don't worry now. Later on. If you wake up in the morning with a troubled mind, don't worry now, worry later, friend. If you stop to read the writing on the wall, you'll find all your troubles gone later on. If your friends have gone and left you and you're in a hole, don't worry now, worry later, pal. They will all come back and love you when the good times roll. Don't worry now, later on. So you're going to a peaceful place, lots of time to run the race. That's when you should catch up when you're worrying. Take it slow, stop hurrying. Remember to forget it when you're feeling blue. Don't worry now, worry later, friend. And the doctor will confirm what I have said to you. Don't worry now, later on. The moon lights the sky in the dark before the dawn. I sit here in my room, how I sigh for the day that's come and gone. Another lonely day passes by and a new day's coming on. Tears I've shed today will pause, waiting until tomorrow. Dreams of what could be come close to leave timidly. There's a brand new day inside. At that time about midnight, memories always start round midnight. Round midnight, have got the heart to stand those memories. When my heart is still with you, and old midnight knows it too. Every day's gonna bring some sadness. Every day's gonna bring some gladness. So take what you can of the glad times. Don't measure your pleasure in nickels and dimes. Look back on today. You'll know when you have been unhappy. Fears don't chased away. Just might at night, have the day. Let your spirit stand at the time of the midnight. Okay, now I can finally break down what has gotten us here at this point in time. Because I know you're probably wondering, she started singing jazz 6 years ago now? How did this come to be? Okay, so I won't go as far back as I'm born and raised. I was born and raised in New York, Bronx, New York, in the house. But I've been listening to music all of my life. My grandparents are singers. They had a choir of their own, and I listened to their recordings, gospel recordings, for all of my life. Music was in the house. My dad's an electric bass player and singer. All of my aunts and uncles sing, just music all around. But even though there was gospel and there was R&B and there was soul, I had never really listened to or checked out jazz until I got to maybe the end of high school. And I think maybe I was around 17 when I first heard Ella Fitzgerald, for the first time. But I don't think that I was as immersed in it as I was until I got to college. So I entered college freshman year, 2017. I'm like, whoa, I had never heard Sarah Vaughan until now, and this is crazy. How does somebody sing like that? And I think my first thought was, I want to learn how to sing like that. I don't know what she's doing with her voice, but I want to try it. And so I went through this college program. It was so amazing. My peers were all into it. My professors were playing. They were active. I had professors that played with Betty Carter, that played with Dizzy Gillespie. So we got a bunch of wisdom all around, a bunch of knowledge, and a bunch of stuff that I needed to absorb. In addition to just listening to the music, getting a feel for the style. And as I mentioned before, I graduated, released my first album, was doing pretty well. It's self-titled. I was like, this is my first time on tour, first time in front of a bunch of people. I hope I don't sing the wrong thing. I hope I don't say the wrong thing. But I was just excited, right? And even if it was during the pandemic, I can't tell you how many COVID tests we had to take just to travel. It was crazy. I thought my nose was broken, but we're good, we're safe. But flash forward, I released the first album in July of 2021, and fast forward to March of 2022, I was like, okay, the world is opening up a little bit more, and maybe it's time to record a second album. So, March of 2022, we get in the studio. I think we had a couple rehearsals before that, but we get in the studio. 2 days we're in the studio. Finished the album, and a couple of months after that, it was like, okay, we've paid for it. We've made the album. Now it's time to distribute it to a label. Hopefully, somebody will take us. Please, major label, give us money. And thankfully, we started a partnership with Verve Records of the Universal Music Group label. It's so amazing. All of these singers, it was created basically for Ella Fitzgerald, so full circle, right? And released, so recorded in March, signed June-ish, released in September. 2 months later, I'm on the train in New York City. I'm on the way to New York City. I'm 20 minutes away from Penn Station. And I was pretty tired. I was like, I can't wait to get home, see my mom and dad and everything. But I get a bunch of texts. I didn't realize, or I guess I was kind of trying not to think about the fact that the Grammy live stream for nominations, the announcement was that day. But I was kind of trying not to think about it. And I got a bunch of texts in my phone, out of nowhere, 20 minutes away, in a quiet car on a train. I got a bunch of texts saying, you've just been nominated for a Grammy. And I was like, I'm in the quiet car of an Amtrak train, trying not to scream, because there's no way. What am I supposed to do with all of these emotions? What am I supposed to do with them? Where am I supposed to put them? And funny enough, the night before, I had a gig, and I met this wonderful singer, and she was also from New York, but we had never met each other until then. And so it was like, we say the thing that singers and musicians and even families say when you see somebody that you're probably not going to see again for a while. Let's connect. Let's stay in touch. Let's meet up at some point when we're in New York City together. And so I look up from my phone, and I didn't expect to see her sitting right in front of me, and she was watching the live stream. And so she we were both kind of just like silently going crazy, like, I didn't know, we couldn't make any noise. But she texted me, and she was like, as soon as we get off of this train, oh, it's over. We're going crazy. And so there's a video of me dancing like a crazy woman in New York City, and it's probably been seen by millions at this point. Don't look it up, but it just goes to show I didn't think, growing up in New York and listening to all this music and happening to have a teacher that knew about jazz and encouraged me to audition for school, and it's just all of these things that lined up so perfectly. I never imagined in March of 2022, graduation, that 2 years later we would be here together celebrating this incredibly outrageous thing called Grammys, let alone 1 and 2, so. And people always ask me, how do you feel? And I'm like, honestly, I don't know. I don't know, because it's just so crazy. I didn't expect it. But I'm grateful, and I'm once again thankful to all of you for being here this afternoon with us. It is such a special moment in time, the first time at North Sea Jazz Festival. Come on. Celebrate further, we would like to do the title track of the best jazz vocal album of the year. This is Linger Awhile. Stars shine above you, won't you linger a while? Whisper I love you, won't you linger a while? Where you have gone away, it just seems like a day. I have something to tell you. Linger, linger, won't you linger? miss your train? Were you caught? Were you caught in the rain? No, don't bother. Don't bother to explain. Can I fix you a quick martini? As a matter of fact, I'll have one with you. For to tell you the truth, I've had quite a day Guess who I saw today, my dear? I went in town to shop around for something new, and I thought I'd stop and grab a bite. When I was through, I looked around for someplace new. But then it occurred to me where I had parked the car. There was a most attractive French cafe and bar. It wasn't very far. The waiter showed me to a dark, secluded corner, and as my eyes became accustomed to the gloom, I saw two people at the bar who were so much in love that even I could spot it clear across the room. Yeah. I'd never been so shocked before. I headed blindly through the door. They didn't see me. They didn't see me passing through. Guess who I saw today? Guess who